Hello, everyone. This session, we are going to discuss about normal data distribution, that is also known as Gaussian data distribution, and how to go for such normal data distribution in Python, means in how we can implement this with Python. So in the last lecture, you have seen that we already discussed about how to create random data, how to create big data set. So continuing with this, our machine learning series, we come to this point of discussion, that is normal data distribution. First, look at this graph. What you have seen that if you clearly view the graph, you can see that this particular x-axis and this is y-axis. Here in the x-axis, the values are like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 with an interval of 2. But you can clearly look at here that at the mids, means between 4 and 6, that is 5, around 5, the graph means reaches the peak values, right? Reaches the peak values in the sense that at 5, at around 5, the y-axis values are maximum, right? So you can see that the values are concentrated with respect to the value, with respect to the x-axis value 5. So such type of distribution, such type of data distribution where all the values are mainly concentrated with respect to one particular value or one particular given value, then that is known as normal data distribution or Gaussian data distribution. So let me repeat this. If in an array, the values are concentrated around a given value, then in probability theory, this kind of data distribution is known as the normal data distribution or the Gaussian data distribution, after the mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss, who came up with the formula of this data distribution. Remember, many theories, what we got are actually given the names by the names of those mathematicians, like in this case, Gaussian theory, right? Gaussian data distribution by the name of the mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss. Okay, so a normal distribution graph is also known as the bell curve. Why? Q? Because if you look at this graph, you can clearly see that this graph takes the form of a bell, right? So its characteristic shape of a bell, that's why this means graph is or normal distribution is also known as bell curve. Now, let's come to our practical. I'll show you. First, see, we are going to use NumPy random normal method where we will create 1 lakh values to draw a histogram with 100 bars. So if you have not attended my last lecture, kindly go through it, then you will get to know that what is histogram, how to create it or how to plot it, right? How to create random data sets. So these things I have discussed clearly with examples, with practical implementation in the last lecture. Don't miss that lecture, right? Now, today for this current lecture, we are going to specify the 1 lakh values that we will create the NumPy random normal method, and histogram we will plot with 100 bars. And also we'll specify the mean value as 5.0 and the standard deviation is 1.0, meaning that the value should be concentrated around 5.0, rarely further away than 1.0 from the mean, because we have specified standard deviation as 1.0. Remember the class that when we discussed about the standard deviation, right? So this means the values are nearby 5.0 at an distance of 1.0. 1.0 means they will not further away than 1.0 from the mean, who is in the case of 5.0. In this case, 5.0, right? So got it? Now from the histogram, you will see that most of the values I here already shown you the diagram, or you can say graph here. Most of the values are concentrated between 4.0 and 6.0 with top at approximately 5.0. Now let me show you the practical. For that, I'm going to open the Spider. Well, let me open this. You do one thing of this. Right. So import NumPy for array-based operation. Specifically, in this case, we are going to create the random data set. So we are importing NumPy. Then import matplotlib.pyplot as plot because we need to plot the histogram. We need to show it. So that's why we are importing plot, pyplot as plot. From where? From matplotlib. Right. Now, x is assigned a value of numpy.random.normal because this is a normal distribution. So we have to specify it. Random.normal 5.0, that is the mean value, comma 1.0, standard deviation is 1.0, and 1 lakh. How many values we want? 1 lakh. Got it? So from random, we are using the distribution normal and we have specified the values. You can choose your own one. Okay, no problem with that. Then we try to print it with the print command, then plot dot hist x comma 100. This 100 is the 100 bars, right? So we'll plot the histogram, then plot show. So let me run this. Okay, you just press this one and see here in the console, you can see the output. Run file this. These are the values 4.46510, something like that. So they are near around 5.0. And the graph, or you can say histogram, is this one. Clear? So today in this session, you have learned what is normal distribution or Gaussian distribution or bell curve, right? And how we can go for creating it, how we can go for plotting the histogram of it. So if you have any doubt, then don't hesitate to ask me for comment. That's it for today's session. Thank you.